I wanted to do a quick video. This one is going to be on what is light skin. So what light skin is specifically being, to me, lighter than the average black person. If you look at the definition of light skin, it says basically that you are lighter than your specific race, population, basically. So, to me, and I know some people get triggered by this. What a dark-skinned people, and the people who want to be called brown or whatever. I guess you could call them brown. I don't really care. But generally to me, if you're in a crowd of 30 people, you should probably find in a crowd of 30 black people, you'd probably find at least 16. If it's like 24, I would say 16 black people that are darker than you. If it is 30, then yeah, you should at least find 20 black people darker than you, in my opinion. Because that would make you light skin. Now, I know some people, like this lady, I know I have her on my page just because she has I didn't feel like making a video editor today, so I figured I'd just go with this part where she's saying, what color is light skin? That part. So, to me, that's what the color of light skin is specifically. It's specifically a color that is specifically lighter than the bulk of the population of black American people. So, if you are in a crowd of black Americans, say you have 30 black Americans around you and 20 of them are darker than you, then you're light skin, Now, some people who believe in light versus dark and they don't believe in brown, you'd be adding a lot of people who are super dark as light. But for me, I do believe there is a middle category. And I think the middle category is the average color for a black person. So, basically, if you are in a crowd of black people and you find that 15, black people are darker than you out of 20, then you are clearly light-skinned. Now, the thing is with this is that black people are so dark-skinned, in my opinion. Because if they weren't so dark-skinned, then you would have a smaller, population of... You'd have a smaller, shade range of people who are considered light-skinned, but that color can get really dark, just being honest. Like, I would see people darker than myself who would be included as light-skinned. Because, for me, take me for example, in the winter shade, 370, even though honestly right now I'm technically more 330, but I always say that I'm like a 370 because, I don't know, err on the darker side to be safe, But anyway, basically, for me, in a crowd of 20 black people, I'll usually have at least 15 black people who are darker than me. In a crowd of 30, I would easily have at least 22 black people who are darker than me, maybe even 25. Especially out here in the desert, it can get that way. When there's a light-skinned family, like you have biracials, and maybe they have a couple kids, and they themselves, usually, maybe you have a couple lighter than me, and then you might have me as the 8th lightest out of 30. But the point is that if you find that the majority of black people are darker than you, then you're technically light-skinned by that definition, in my opinion. And I see that this is true, because I would see, people a couple shades darker than me still being considered light-skinned, even, it can get really icky, too. It can honestly get a little bit weird, honestly, because, in Southwest and Nevada and so forth, Southern Nevada and Las Vegas, you can often find that in Vegas, there are a lot of people who are very dark who are being called lighter skinned because the majority of people are still darker. So that's all I have to say in this video. To me, that's the definition. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below.